Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. And Caitlin Clark is bringing this money into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive.
Records are made and set to be broken. But if you're going to break a record, this isn't just for Caitlin, but you asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
There's been a lot of hate for Caitlin Clark out there.
I think just the biggest thing is, you know, it's really, really special, and I don't think it's going to set in for me for quite some time. I want my legacy to be the impact that I can have on young kids.
Throughout her basketball career, Caitlin Clark has been nothing short of phenomenal. Straight out of college, the point guard was bound to be the face of women's basketball. Unfortunately, 20-plus games into her WNBA career, it appears she might have now ruined her career. Join me as I walk you through how Caitlin Clark might have ruined her career. The face of women's basketball. Over the years, women's basketball has seen some extraordinary talent. In the last 25-plus years, a few names have since revolutionized the sport. And even though not many paid attention, at least until recently, they were legends of the game. 3-time WNBA MVP and 4-time Olympic gold medalist Lisa Leslie recorded the WNBA's first dunk.
Got it open look. Missed the shot from three-point range straight away. Fires, gets it up to Leslie. What's she gonna do? She dunked it! For the first time in WNBA history, someone has dunked in a game. It's Lisa Leslie with the dunk.
She just went all the way and made the decision when she got there. She was going.
And since then, there have been many dunks in the sport. The sport got so good that Los Angeles Lakers legend Kobe Bryant had to admit that NBA legends Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Alina Del Don could even play in the NBA.
All-time at home in the postseason, and the MVP hits her first.
30 points off the dribble, hits it.
Good preservation of the tees. Oh, what a step back.
Will she be in the starting lineup?
Or baseline, the reverse, and she got that one to go as well.
Moore bumped by DeSouza, and she's got a new career high. Moore.
As Moore swims in for two.
Is stepping up a little bit. She does.
Legends like Cheryl Swoops had an influence on women's basketball even before the WNBA was formed. When Team USA won the gold medal at the 1996 Olympics, Swoops even had her own pair of Nike signature shoes, the Air Swoops. Over the past 25 years, there have been many great names that have graced women's basketball, from Candace Parker, Sue Bird, and Breanna Stewart to Pam McGee, Tina Thompson, and many more. However, in 25 years of the WNBA or of women's basketball, nobody has moved the game like Iowa native Caitlin Clark. The guard is considered one of the all-time greatest collegiate players, not just because of her talents, but also because of the exposure she has given to women's basketball. In the words of NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, she is the greatest female college basketball player ever.
I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever?
Well,
I don't know about you. You ever heard of Cheryl Miller,
Ever.
Maya Moore?
I said what I said. Ever.
Diana Taurasi?
I said what I said.
No disrespect.
Listen,
Caitlin Clark is amazing.
This is my opinion.
Candace
I'm not
Parker?
changing it.
Listen,
I
this is
never
what
had
I
a
said.
Candace
Nobody's
Parker.
ever shot it like her. No, she's like
I
Steph
said what I
Curry.
said.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is the all-time leading scorer, man or woman, in Division I college basketball history. She's the only player in NCAA Division I history, women's or men's, to lead her conference in scoring and assists 4 straight seasons. No other player in NCAA Division I men's or women's category has ever made 200 three-pointers in a single season, not even Steph Curry. So it's little surprise that the world finds her playing style and threes fascinating to watch.
I mean, she is the female Steph Curry because we've just never seen anything like this. She is shooting step back, jump shot, three-pointers from the logo. Never did I think I would see that. And she's making them. Not yet in the WNBA, but she certainly made a bunch at Iowa.
NBA analyst Stephen A. Smith called her the Steph Curry of women's basketball.
This girl is the best in the world on a collegiate women's level. I don't care what anybody says. There's nobody better than her. She is a sensational talent. No question about it. She is the Steph Curry of women's basketball. That is what I call her.
Even Steph Curry has had to admit that they are very similar.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
And just like Steph changed the NBA forever, Caitlin Clark has been doing that for women's basketball. The talent and threes are not the only impact she has made, and people are coming to watch her play, inevitably increasing the world's attention to female basketball like never before. Everywhere she goes, she sells out arenas, and she's the reason why women's basketball has ever had the highest television ratings. In just one NCAA second-round match, Caitlin Clark drew a record 4.9 million viewers. In fact, the most watched women's college basketball game had her appearance because almost 19 million viewers tuned in to watch the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship between Iowa and South Carolina. To put it into perspective how insane those numbers were, then you should know that the 2024 NBA Finals averaged 12.2 million viewers. In the space of a week, 4 of Caitlin Clark's games in college broke the record for the largest college women's basketball audience. In the words of Steph Curry, her record-breaking performances in college were must-see TV, and rightly so. So not only the NBA were looking to add her fame and fans to their league, the Big Three League soon joined. Big Three opportunity. With millions of fans coming out to watch Caitlin Clark, it only made sense that she was highly sought after, even by the Big Three. The 3-on-3 Pro Basketball League, founded by famous actor and rapper Ice Cube, featuring All-Stars, Hall of Famers, and World Champions, offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to play just 8 games while still retaining the option to pursue a career in the WNBA. Big Three co-founder Jeff Quatnitz estimated that Clark's total contract value with the league might have been as high as $15 million, given the offer included half of the merchandise sales, a 7-figure advance for a Big Three documentary, and a share of team ownership. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark turned it down. In contrast, Caitlin Clark is projected to make $338,056 over 4 years as an Indiana Fever player. The WNBA rookie pay for the first 4 lottery picks in 2024 is $76,535 and increases to $97,582 by the time they play their 4th season. According to Quatnitz, he had reasons to believe some male agents and executives controlling the sport never shared the Big Three huge deal with Caitlin Clark. In any case, it appears that they did disclose the deal to Caitlin Clark, but she decided to join the WNBA instead, and that decision might have now ruined her basketball career. But how? WNBA for the Big Three. Well, choosing to follow her passion for playing in the WNBA instead of following the money seemed to have backfired for Caitlin Clark. It got her more hate than love from WNBA vets. Among the WNBA veterans who have come for her is Lexi Brown. After the big news of the Big Three offer hit the news, the Los Angeles Sparks player took to Twitter to call out Caitlin in the Big Three League. So no other women's basketball player has come to mind in the last 7 years? Instead of, I don't know, supporting the women's league that already exists, let's do this in the middle of the NCAA tournament. Men are hilarious, the former Duke player tweeted. Unprovoked, Lexi Brown also appeared on the Gilbert Arena show to call out the offer.
It's going to be like, nothing's going to be easy. It's going to be competitive, but we're waiting for her. So for us to get like just constantly shit on, like you can't even acknowledge the growth and how amazing the WNBA is doing because shit like this happens.
In Caitlin's defense, the offer was made because of the attention she commands. From merchandise to attendance to what you can charge for tickets to television ratings, Caitlin Clark matters. She is, in fact, the Tiger Woods of women's basketball, and straight out of college, she was the star of the NCAA tournament. Unfortunately, some WNBA veterans and legends don't see it that way, and her situation couldn't get any worse when her decision to end up in the WNBA also saw her earn a shoe deal worth $28 million over the next 8 years. Caitlin Clark getting a shoe deal is surely a good deal for a women's basketball player, as it moves the needle and signals that major companies are finally paying attention to the sport. However, for a rookie who hasn't even played in the WNBA, getting these deals before many WNBA veterans, the side remarks and public jabs were inevitable. The attention Caitlin Clark's success got from other WNBA veterans after choosing the WNBA leaves much to wonder if Caitlin actually made the right choice going to the WNBA instead of the Big Three. After the news of her 8-figure shoe deal with Nike came out, Las Vegas Aces star and 2-time WNBA champion Aja Wilson seemed to take a shot at Caitlin on Twitter when she posted a Bible scripture, Psalm 37:7. The Bible verse advised exercising patience in the face of others' success. Many on social media interpreted the timing of the message to suggest that Aja, a Nike athlete without a shoe deal, was hating on the rookie. Fortunately, Aja later quickly shut down the accusations. However, since Aja's comment, a lot of other comments about Caitlin Clark from other WNBA legends and veterans have surfaced. Enough to wonder if the first overall of the 2024 NBA draft hasn't ruined her career by joining the WNBA. Wrong choice or not, Caitlin Clark has so far played 20-plus games in the WNBA, and if the reality of her choice weren't obvious before getting drafted, well, they are now. Not many rookies, even in the NBA, get doubled like this in the fourth quarter.
Starts up from driving to the store the same way as a brand new car. You love it. Mitchell connects, back-to-back triples on.
Or have opponents forgetting they still have one more free throw to guard them.
We've got one more, Arie.
I had a great conversation with Caitlin.
And while this is a show of respect that they fear how much damage she could cause, Caitlin has also had to face this.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
And this.
We're pretty close. This has been as close as it's been all second quarter long, 44.
And even from her fellow rookie, Angel Reese.
And they will go to the monitor to review this one.
That's right. Is being reviewed for possible upgrade to a play.
So far, Caitlin Clark has got WNBA veterans leaving their antics off the court to come for her online. Chicago Sky's guard, Kennedy Carter, who shoved Caitlin, came out to question what Clark brings to the table besides her three-pointers. And Connecticut Sun star Dejounte Carrington also questioned the 22-year-old rookie's quietness, even going as far as to claim her silence is a luxury. The hostility, shockingly, doesn't stop from her fellow WNBA players, but also the legends. WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops recently called her a bully despite Caitlin being at the receiving ends of several hard fouls.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, like.
But she has the, she has that advantage.
Well, this is the same Swoops who tried really hard to discredit Caitlin's scoring record in college. College basketball legend and Hall of Famer Lynette Woodard, just like Swoops, also came out to discredit Caitlin's scoring records, even doing it at a coaches' convention.
I am the hidden figure, but no longer now. My record was hidden from everyone for 43 years. 43 years. I don't think, I'll just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a two-point shot, hey.
Diana Taurasi, who is no doubt WNBA's best player of all time, unprovokedly told the media that she would have picked Paige Bueckers ahead of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA draft, even though Caitlin has been the best of the two for the past 4 years. All of these things make it hard to believe that Caitlin Clark really made the right choice to go to the WNBA instead of the Big Three, where she would have been paid well and without controversies. Whatever the case, some WNBA fans have shared their opinion on whether the rookie has really ruined her career or not. One user commented, "Current WNBA players? Check your ego. Clark is the way y'all get paid." Another user commented, "WNBA players do not need to get jealous of Caitlin Clark because she is the way they are going to start getting more benefits and pay in the future." If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.